Hey everybody, it's Pat here, and I want to get right to the point on this video. I was sitting here compiling my notes from a major, amazing, world-class business building conference that I attended in Vegas last week. Now, typically we know that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, this isn't the case for me because there was such great content, and as I was consolidating some of the notes into action steps, I decided I just needed to do this video for you as we come to year end because I want to share some of the highlights. For those of you who are still on a roll, looking to finish the year strong and jumpstart into the new year, some of these tips are going to be helpful to you. So get your pen out, get ready, because this is important stuff. And it's not that it's anything new, which is normal these days. However, there are times when certain information just hits you the right way. So as I look into the future for the year 2020, I know what I want to do with my business. For sure, I'm going to continue with the coaching, the lifestyle and business coaching. For sure, I'm going to continue with the professional speaking. But I'm also building that other stream of revenue, residual income for my business. And that's a whole other recording. But as I build that business, and as I listen with different ears, with a different focus, there were some key points that jumped out at me. And one of the first, as I look to build my team, and yes, I'm looking to create a dynamic team of 20 high-achieving, enthusiastic, high-energy, exciting, fun people to join me in this other stream in my business, there were certain points that were made that really caused me to sit back and go, And for those of you who continue to look for that quality of customer, there's some key points here. And the first one that jumped out at me was don't prejudge people. Take that in. Don't prejudge people. And the PS on that point that I wrote down, the message was, this includes negative people. Now, I typically run from negative people, but there was a lot of conversation around this. And the point that these negative people are just ones who have had their heart broken. See something beyond. So that's a new approach for me. And it's one that I'm going to take to heart. And it's one I encourage you to do as you look out among your customer base, your client base, your prospect base. Don't prejudge anybody. That was a powerful one. Okay, one of the next ones. Simple is hard. Think about it. Simple is hard. Have a plan. Now, we as human beings, we tend to overcomplicate everything. We overthink everything. Simple is hard. And as I go into the new year, I am absolutely looking to do things in a simple way, a more simple way. And I'm sure many of you can relate. The simple is hard. So you got to get your act together when it comes to skills, it comes to systems, it comes to processes, team, habits, and so on. Simple is hard. The other point, and these are like in random order, text people because they don't answer their phones. Now, for those of you who've been following me for any length of time, you know I am a big proponent of pick up the phone. Well, people don't answer anymore, and that's just the way it is. So the point is, text people because they'll respond to a text message. So that's a new one for me, and I'm more than happy to take that approach in the new year. And then another point was stories. It's all about stories. People don't want to know about statistics, facts, graphs, and all of that technical stuff. They want to know your story. So you've got to learn to write out your story, master your story, and share your story. That is what moves people to action, and that's what attracts people to you. The other one was, where was this? The follow-up. And again, I've always talked about follow-up. I'm the queen of follow-up. The money is in the follow-up. But things are changing. Times are changing. Follow-up now takes at least, this is what was shared last week, 4 to 6 exposures. Now, I was also at an event with Tony Robbins where he said, actually, these days, it takes 14 to 16 touches in your follow-up. But here's the key to this point. Keep your urgency, but have patience. Keep your urgency in your follow-up, but have patience. Food for thought, right? So many great notes, such great content last week. And I'm just going to wrap it up. Let me see what else I highlighted here for you. I want to wrap it up with one that I know to be a success strategy. And it's one that all of us, me included, can get better at. And that is, and you can see how I put it in my notes here to make sure that I got it right there. Yep. Relentless consistency. Not just be consistent, relentless consistency. So, and again, I've got a full book of notes. I've got a full workbook of notes, and I'm going to condense that down to action steps and put it into my calendar. And there's so much more. Now, why am I sharing this with you? First of all, because I care. Secondly, it's great content. Thirdly, I want to create an invitation for you. I am launching a new mastermind group. It's a virtual mastermind group starting in January, 6-month commitment. And I want you to join me. And here's why. One thing I recognized when I was in Vegas with my 9,999 friends is that I love community. I really succeed in community. I cherish community. And most of us are solopreneurs who work from a home office like I do, and we're pretty isolated. Isolation can really lead to failure. It really can. And so I joined one of the mastermind groups there, and I'm inviting you to join mine for 2 reasons. One, so that you do not go into the year 2020 feeling isolated, alone, overwhelmed, confused, unsure of what to do as next steps, because I'm going to guide you on that. I'm going to share all of what I learned last week and more of what I know how to build a successful business. And I know the value of being in a mastermind. So I want you to be part of a community. I'm looking forward to my new community, and I want to share all of that with you and, like I said, and more. So I am launching the Evolve group. That's for those of you who are seasoned entrepreneurs. I really love community. I want to attract some high-level people to work with me as a team, as a group. We're going to have a Facebook group. I'm going to do some Zoom trainings with you. There will be email access to me, so much more. Anyway, if you're interested and you want one of the 10 spots, I only want 10 people in this group, then email me, pat@patmissieux.com. That's so simple. pat@patmissieux.com. Email me. In the subject line, put, I want in, or I want information. Either way, and I will respond to you. I'm going to be here over the Christmas season. I'm not working every day, but I'll be here and I'll be looking forward to some of your emails. Come and join me. Let's link arms. Let's become a community. Let's get this done. Let's get out and serve people, make a ton of money, and make a big difference, and live our best life. Because while I shared some of this with you, you want to know the how. And I have that master plan. It's not always the what. It comes down to the how. It comes down to a plan. It comes down to accountability and commitment and results. All right, let's do it. Leave your comments below. Email me. I want to know what you're up to. I want to know if you're in. Merry Christmas.